The blackbird is probably the most common resident breeding bird in Great Britain. Its voice is usually the main sound heard in the dawn chorus, and its mellow fluting is one of the most beautiful bird songs, rated by some people even higher than that of the nightingale. We got to know one very well once, and this is its story.
Nearly finished building now. I wonder how many eggs will be. Did you know 2 of them eggs have hatched?
The bird's nest in the garden was of only minor interest to the children. That was until one day.
Mrs. Bird said he had to stay in at break, and my friend who was doing his paperback handler, she heard some of it, and Mrs. Bird... The cat of the birds! Oh, has it killed them all? This one's still alive. I'll go and get something to put it in.
Thus began the considerable task of rearing the baby bird. In the wild, feeding begins at dawn, and dawn is at 4:30 at this time of year. Raw meat seemed to be the most successful food for the baby bird. The children read that it was better for the bird's digestion if the food was mixed with soil, but that looked a terrible mess. The constant feeding continued. Nothing else would have got the children up at this time every morning.
Wake up. Come on. Come on. Oh, I bet he likes that. Come on then. Come on then. That's it.
It wasn't long before he regarded our home as his home, and a bond of friendship was established with the children.
You're tired, aren't you? Hey? There, you go and sleep.
It was interesting to see how the young bird's instinct showed itself in this unusual environment. In the wild, young birds hide under shrubs and plants in the garden while they're waiting for food from their parents. Our young friend was no exception. except that he'd settle under a newspaper to wait. They didn't know if it was a cock or a hen, because young birds have the same feathers, but they decided to call it Basil. Blackbirds are very keen sunbathers, and Basil was no exception. In any strong sunlight he would fluff out his feathers and lean over. But he quickly learnt that a shiny spoon meant water.
Ain't you thirsty?
The children decided that it was time to try Basil on some natural food to get him ready for his release. So worms were the order of the day.
That's what you have to do.
Basil knew he had to do something with worms, but he wasn't sure just
Come
what.
on, there you are. Break it up. Come on. Shake it off. That's it.
In the end, he preferred to sunbathe.
Come on, little bird, it's bath time.
Gonna have a bath. Hiya. Jumping about. Isn't that nice? You go up here and get dry. Is that nice? She wants to look at me. She wants to look at your nice feathers.
In the wild, a warm breeze might help to dry the feathers. But when in Rome,
It's not too warm, is it, Sally?
it was getting close to the time when our wild friend should be given his freedom and begin fending for himself. And this was to be his last night with us.
Let's go back to the wild sometime, Jill. Now I can feed himself. I'll miss him. Probably never see him again. Just try these lovely wings out, don't you? Eh?
Today is release day, but Basil can't resist a sunbathe in the conservatory before he goes.
Come on, it's time to go now, little bird.
cover over.
Go now. This is it. Going now, little bird. Got it. Off she goes to the world.
And so our wild friend was released.
Go, come on.
He returned to us quite a few times until he had finally learnt to fend for himself. So we now have a special regard for the singing blackbird. And this opportunity for children to get to know a wild creature so well was an experience they will never forget.